long history of.
Yeah, but that's what I want.
Popeye.
No, but that's what we want. We want like long conversations. We just today's episode is like 1 hour 40 minutes. What's up, my brother? How you feeling?
No, I'm good, man.
Thank you so much for welcoming us into your new venture.
No, for sure.
Before we get into it, can you please introduce yourself?
Mhm.
Let people know what you do.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So my name is Phemelo Mhlanga, and I am the managing director, as well as one of the owners of Mhlanga Legacy.
Okay.
Basically, Mhlanga Legacy is spanning the likes of hospitality, production, at the present moment as well. And we're looking at accounting services
Okay.
as well as event management. So that's basically what I do. I lead all of those ventures from different aspects, basically.
Okay. You wear a lot of hats. I see hospitality,
Mhm.
production. Um, is this your first time doing your first time running hospitality with the Buffalo Lodge, or have you done something before?
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, I've kind of like been exposed to hospitality a bit before, but
Okay.
not like from a leadership perspective
Okay.
or necessarily like being a part of a hospitality enterprise. So I've been exposed to it from a perspective of audit,
Okay.
external auditing. And also got to work a little bit under what do you call it, purchasing
What you saying?
management.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what made this particular venture interesting for you to, go into
Mhm.
Buffalo Lodge? What made Buffalo Lodge so interesting for you?
Mm. I mean, I think it's not something that I necessarily planned for. Sometimes things happen and life leads you astray. If you asked me back then, if it, actually 2 years ago, where I would be at this point in time, I saw
Yeah.
myself still in audit.
Okay.
Specifically government audit as well. And I mean, anything outside of audit, there's always pageants or events.
Okay.
So Buffalo Lodge, when I got introduced to it, I mean, I've always known this place. My mother loved it, and there's like a lot of like matured crowd who actually love to come to Buffalo. And I mean, if you think about it, it's one of the establishments that have been in Mahikeng
For a really long time.
for a very long time.
Yeah.
So I mean, if there was when I saw the opportunity that I could actually turn around this place and save it from actually having to close down at
Yeah.
all,
Yeah.
I jumped all the way in.
Yeah.
Because I mean, bruh, like any opportunity to actually be a part of history,
Yes.
I'm gonna take it. Because I think it's just parts and puzzles of who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now that's really dope. But now, because you speak a lot about like your you have a lot of experience in like auditing. Um, what new challenges are you facing with like this new business venture that you have are taking part in right now?
No, for sure. I think number one, it's the level of responsibility.
Okay.
When I was in auditing, I was basically an employee. And as an employee,
Okay.
you are not taking or holding the entire burden of responsibility.
Yeah.
But now with this new venture, it's like, bruh, everything is on you. For it to work out, you basically, I'm responsible for having to liaison with different individuals, in terms of financially as well. Looking into ensuring that, finances are in order to actually be able to achieve such a deal. Because trust me, we're talking millions,
Yes.
and I mean, back then you didn't have to worry about that. But right now, it's one of the challenges that comes with that. But more importantly, I think it's also the challenge of now having to really put yourself in the shoes of people. Because hospitality, you are dealing with people, you're in the business of trying to get people to want to come where you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it comes down to just like trying to then tap into people as feels. And if you're someone who's not a people's person, you can imagine that like dealing with people means with dealing with different energies. I mean, I'm someone who's all about energy,
Yeah.
and it can be very depleting because at the end of the day, you literally have to set yourself aside most of the time,
Yeah.
no matter how anxious you wake up feeling, no matter how exhausted you feel, no matter how angry you feel,
Mm.
you have to find a way to contain those emotions because of, and absorb other people's energies of
That's a
different
lot.
kinds.
That's a lot. So how
Mm,
do you deal with that? Because you spoke about being anxious. How do you deal with it and dealing with a lot of different people? You come from a place of like auditing, and
mhm,
now you have to manage so many people.
mm,
How do you manage that?
yeah. I mean, I guess having a channel where you can speak to someone.
Ah, okay,
You
okay,
understand what I
okay,
mean? So the good thing about it here is that like everybody can speak to each other.
okay,
So the same people who I'm involved with, who I'm working with here, I mean, there's Lizelle. I think I talk to her a lot.
okay,
She's the general manager.
okay.
Um, and she becomes the channel, and the fact that we are all frustrated, and if you think about it, it's sort of like having a support group.
Yes,
You
yes,
know what
yes,
I
yes,
mean?
yeah.
Where each other support group, we can vent about certain things. We can see that a customer is being difficult, like, and people are going at the back and just like, oh yeah, for sure, so that you know that okay, fine, what you're feeling is valid in that moment, and then you
Yes.
come out. So having that channel of saying, okay, fine. When I go back into the kitchen, I can cuss and come out and smile.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Um, that's just it.
Now, shout out to your support system
No, for
also. Shout
sure.
out to them. And you mentioned that this establishment has been here for a while. Are you planning on completely rebranding,
Mhm,
or like, are you gonna keep the same branding?
mhm,
What's your plan right now?
mm.
Because I know you guys are relaunching. I think on the 4th or something. Eh?
Yes, for sure. But without spilling too
The
much of
beans.
the
Sorry,
beans,
sorry. My bad.
you
Yeah.
know what I mean. But like, yeah, there are a few changes to be expected
Yes.
between now and, I mean, the next 2 years or so. Because
Yes. Yeah.
believe it or not, you get on the ground and you think, no,
It's
in a month's time, I want
true,
this to be done
true,
and I want to
true,
do
true.
that, and then 6 months later, you're still there. It's like, oh, bro, like last month you said you were gonna do this,
Yeah.
So basically, we're looking at like a lot of changes in the next year or two.
Yes.
But even in the midst of the changes being there, it all comes down to as well preserving
Yes.
the history of this place.
Yes. Because
You
like you
know,
said, it's been here for a while also. Yeah.
exactly. And even the people who come here, like what I love about Buffalo is there is a community.
Yeah.
In a sense of that, you find that the people who have been coming here, like you would see them 3, 4, 5 times a week, if not every day.
Yeah.
So this is like their home.
Yeah.
They come from work and they come home before they go home.
Yes.
You know what I
That's
mean?
the home away from home. Yeah.
Exactly. And I mean, preserving that is going to be very important because you don't want to make changes that are too
Drastic.
drastic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And shock the system.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
You mentioned a few things about like that you've been involved in events.
Mhm.
Before. So what kind of events were you involved in?
So mostly pageant type of events,
Okay.
talent shows, fashion shows, you know what I mean? I think it's entertainment, but mostly always linked to fashion,
Fashion. Okay.
mostly always linked to beauty
Okay.
as well. Miss Mahiking, for example,
Okay.
is trademarked under my company,
Oh, okay. That's dope. That's
and
dope.
I've had the privilege of running it since 2014.
Oh man.
2015, I got the franchise for what is this, Teen Universe South Africa. So I had that franchise for 2015, 2016, 2017 for
Jeez.
3 years,
Jeez.
and all 3 years had the privilege of actually being able to send through the winner to Costa Rica, and then there was Panama the other year, and then there was Nicaragua. And then in 2016 as well, had the opportunity to be involved in Top Model of South Africa,
Okay.
where we sent a candidate to Top Model of the World in Germany.
Jeez.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, I think it's just one of those things of that. It started off with me just doing like a simple, basic pageant, and I was like, okay, I want to do more, and realized that, oh yeah, franchising is actually a thing. Some things we think they're far fetched, but they're not. It
Yeah.
just takes a little bit of research, reaching out to the right people, and just like taking the risk, even though you know that you could fail completely bad. And I mean, I'm grateful for all of those risks because they've led to now me working and training the people I work with to do more events that are also under me. Mabato Talent Show, Miss Secondary Schools of Mahike, your regular sip and paints, cake decorating,
Okay. Okay.
spelling bees. We host spelling bees as well here.
That was gonna be my next question. So,
Mhm.
what kind of like changes can people expect to see now with the new management
Mhm.
or the new new management right now. Yeah.
Well, lots of social interaction opportunities.
Okay, because you
I mean,
mentioned the community and stuff.
yes, yes. So if you are somebody who, maybe you don't have a circle of people to go out with,
Yes,
and you
yes,
like, you
yes,
don't want to look awkward going out on your own. I mean, sign up for a book club with Buffalo,
yes.
and
Our
come
book
and
clubs also nice. That's dope.
yes,
That's dope.
and come and meet like-minded people in
Yeah.
this establishment. If you like poetry slams, just whether be
Mm,
it just attending, or maybe you just like spoken word and the likes, come to Buffalo.
yeah.
Look out for that. And these things are things that you can simply sign up for by submitting a Google form, and you get a notification every time we are hosting, so that you RSVP
Okay.
and come and attend some of those things. They are all completely free.
Okay.
We have dating opportunities as well coming up,
Okay. Okay.
something
Okay.
for the singles.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Please
feel
tell
like
me more about that because me and my boy are actually single. We're
yeah,
gonna
for
find
sure.
out.
I mean, I feel like people are not dating enough in Mahikeng anymore, or not dating the right way. So maybe,
Also the right people though.
yeah.
I'm kidding. But
So,
yeah,
who's this Dolinyana was a Buffalo. Yeah. So introducing some of those fun activities
okay.
where, we give people the opportunity to meet other
Other
people
people, yeah.
outside of Tinder, outside of your regular online dating.
Dating, yeah.
Yeah. So you look out for those. We have our first one coming up, Pop the Balloon, Find Love or Pop the Balloon.
Okay,
And
okay.
it caters for both the heterosexual as well as LGBTQ plus.
Okay, okay.
So from 1 p.m. that's when we start like the heterosexuals
Okay.
being here, and then from 5 that's when we have the LGBTQ
Okay.
plus community, and then hopefully it's going to be one big party.
Okay.
You know,
Can you please explain more what is the event like? What's Pop the Balloon for people who don't understand what Pop the Balloon is or one? Yeah.
So Pop the Balloon, basically it's like, there's a bachelor and then there's singles.
Okay.
But it's more than that. So basically, let me explain that aspect of a bachelor as well as a single.
Okay.
So prospective singles who are females, and it's like being part of a game, and there's a chance that you might find love,
Love, okay.
but the chance is is slim, because there's 6 singles, there's one guy,
Okay.
and all of the singles might not like the bachelor that we
yes,
have.
I've seen some of the clips. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
if they don't, then they just pop the balloon. That means you're
Okay.
out. I'm not interested. Or
Okay.
maybe as the person answers the questions, then you pop out. But the nice thing about it is that the group doesn't get introduced to only one bachelor, but there's going to be a few bachelors.
Bachelors, that's dope. Yeah.
And in you being a bachelor as well, you have the opportunity to also be a single later in the
Okay.
night.
Okay.
So even if you started as a bachelor, you can also have an opportunity as a guy or as a female to be on the other side
Other
and be the
side.
one holding the balloon and saying, "Oh yeah, for sure, you popped earlier on, so I want to pop on your face too."
So have you already chosen the participants for the Pop the Balloon event? Okay.
So it's still open for people to fill out their forms, but basically it's like open to everybody. So
So people
everybody,
can actually enter to become.
yes,
Okay. Okay.
yes. So anybody who's going to be coming through here and wants to be a bachelor or a single, I mean, as you buy your ticket, you fill out the Google form as well, and you
Okay.
submit. Do you want to be a single? Do you want to be a bachelor, or do you just want to be there?
Okay.
And when I said that, like, if you don't want to participate in Pop the Balloon, there are other activities. Like
Okay.
on the day, for example, we're going to be having different cups categorized.
Oh,
So
okay.
we
Okay.
know
Okay.
that straight and looking for this. Like, for
Okay.
example, someone would say something serious, or
Short
I'm not
term.
sure,
Yeah.
um,
Complicated.
or casuals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are the 3 categories.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
whenever someone walks in, it becomes an easier opportunity for people to interact by identifying people according to their cups.
Okay.
So instead of being nervous to go up to people, always we sit here, you know that, oh, I'm focusing on the pink cups, because those are the people who are within, what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have that, and as well as like this, what is this? A chain thingy where
Okay.
everybody's just gonna have a chain around, and you just have to walk around, because sometimes some people are shy to go up to people.
Okay.
But that activity, like, you have to go around and say, "Oh, can I just try my key?" Until you find,
Oh, that's dope.
yeah,
Also, so you can wear like a
a
chain,
chain with
and then somebody's gonna
exactly
get like a lock. I mean,
a
a
lock.
key, and then they
Yes.
can just.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's
it's sort
sick.
of like finding your connection, even though it doesn't necessarily mean that the person who the
Gets
key
the key. It's
unlocks
just, but it's
is
fun.
the
It
one.
sounds
It's
very
just a
dope.
fun
Yeah,
way of,
yeah.
now you get to work the room.
Yeah, work the room.
And at
Yeah,
the end
yeah.
of the night, it doesn't mean that because the key unlocked that person, you have to take them home,
Yeah.
or you have to go home with them. Maybe during those interactions, there's somebody who you vibe with more,
Yeah.
and after all is said and done, you continue to vibe the night through with them.
No, sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. You
No,
said the 4th of October,
the
right?
4th of October
Starts at 1 p.m.
from 1 p.m.
And where can people get the
Mhm.
tickets, the prices for the tickets, you know?
So the tickets, people can find them on CompuTicket,
Okay.
as well as ShopRite,
Yeah, we'll put
or
like a link somewhere.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, or simply go through online. So
Okay.
if you go online to Mhlanga Legacy Production, you will find the poster. You will
Okay.
find the link to purchase the ticket through online.
Okay.
As well as like in the poster, there's like the QR code. So
Okay.
even if you don't buy a ticket now, you can at least like scan the QR code so that you can fill out to say, because if you haven't bought a ticket, there's a box we can say, no, I plan to buy mine by next week Friday.
Okay.
But just so you secure your
Your
spot,
spot,
you
yes,
just fill out the
yes.
form in the meantime.
Is there like a cutoff date for especially the ones that want to participate in the the
The
balloon?
balloon.
Yeah.
There isn't a cutoff date as per se, however, there's limited
Space.
space.
Okay.
So by
Okay.
the time we reach our
That's when
maximum
it's going to be
capacity,
done. Okay.
then it is
Okay.
done. So that day could be tomorrow, it could be over the weekend.
Make sure you buy the tickets, guys. Don't sleep. Don't sleep.
No, for
Especially,
sure.
I know how many of you guys are single, bro. Like, so please make sure that you enter. You know.
I know
Okay,
for sure.
okay. No, that's dope. So, are you also going to be participating in the pop the balloon?
Um, yeah, no, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna be participating.
No, I'm sorry for putting you on the spot like that.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be participating.
Okay, nah, that sounds
I
really
may be
dope.
taken. I'm joking. I am taken, because if I say I may be, I'm gonna have to answer what does maybe
Maybe
mean.
means you just got yourself in a lot of trouble right now.
Exactly. Yeah, no, for sure.
No, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think we're gonna have a longer conversation when we're having you on the podcast. But all the best. Anything you want to tell people about with the kid? You already spoke about the tickets, right? Does the Buffalo Lodge have like what you call
The
social?
social.
Yeah,
Yes. So you can simply go to Facebook. It's Buffalo Park Lodge on Facebook.
Buffalo Park Lodge.
Yes.
Yes.
And then it's also Mhlanga Legacy Production.
Okay.
So for any updates, follow Mhlanga Legacy Production or the Buffalo Lodge.
Okay.
So like I said, even beyond the pop the balloon, I say sign up for the poetry slam,
The book
sign up for
clubs.
the thing, or simply come and join us for a happy hour on Friday.
Okay.
I mean, where have you had a tequila for $14? You know.
Did you hear that, guys? $14, and it's not none of that fake stuff that you guys are getting at
No, for
those
sure.
other places that I won't mention.
Yeah.
But now, man, that's really dope. So you said happy hours on
Happy hours on
Fridays.
Fridays.
Yes.
And then let me see, and yeah, a few other events. So basically, all of those updates will be online.
Online.
But also just come through, check out the bar. You know,
Yeah.
it's very chilled. Even if maybe you are one of those work from home people, and sometimes you just don't want to work from home. I mean,
Yeah.
our doors are open for you.
It's a very
You
chilled
know,
spot. It's a
very.
very chilled spot, man.
Yeah.
So all the best with your business venture and the Pop the Balloon event. Yeah, we'll be definitely be coming back here for more interviews with you. Thank you so much.
100%. Thank you so much, man,
All the
for
best.
having me.
Nah, no
Appreciate
problem.
it.
No problem.
Yeah, no, for sure.
We'll see you on the 4th of October.
On the 4th of October, Buffalo Lodge is where you find love.
Yes. And we out, guys. That's catching up with 22. I mean, Insights with 22, Kaleidoscope Network at Buffalo Lodge. We out. Peace.
I joined radio.